Hello you guys, welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. This is JJ. I hope that you guys are having a beautiful week. We have 3 crystals here. We're going to be getting a message from the archangels. So pick the one that you feel the most drawn to. With that being said, remember that these are general readings, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If something doesn't fit, do not force it to fit. Just let it go, que se te respale. With that being said, you are a sovereign being and you know what is best for you. Like always, timestamps are in the description box below. And let's get started with pile number 1. Hello, pile number 1. If you chose this beautiful heart crystal, this is your message. So let's have a look. Let's see what is the message for you from your angels. We have inner authority. It says, Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for supporting me as I take my power and listen to my intuition, desires, and feelings. Archangel Raphael. So for some of you, you have been working with praying to Archangel Raphael. I also feel here as well, many of you have been going through a health situation. And I feel like Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael are both assisting you and helping you heal your physical body. For some of you, you do need to drink more water. I am picking that up, okay? Drink more water. Make sure you're staying hydrated. But for others of you, the archangels are saying you have more authority than you think in this situation that you're currently finding yourself in. It's important that you remind yourself, or that you remember, that you are a sovereign being and that you have a say in whatever this situation is for you, okay? Because they are wanting you to call your power back, to not give it away anymore, is what's coming through here. To, whether this is, it's going to be different for everyone, but they're saying, look, focus on self-love. You can't make this stuff up. Focus on self-love. Focus on taking care of you right now. This is what is important. Let yourself sparkle and shine. So for some of you, you probably dim your light a lot. And, this can stem from various reasons. But it feels like the archangels want you to remember that you are important, that your voice matters, that you have a unique perspective. I feel like I say this a lot, but I always like to remind everyone of that, because sometimes we don't grow up with that reminder, right? And so the archangels are reminding you of that here. They're saying, let yourself shine and sparkle. You are beautiful just the way you are. Okay? They're saying here, you are guided to be bold and show your bigger than life side to the world. Don't be shy. We have mother energy. Yes, a lot of nurturing, strong Pisces, strong Cancer energy here. I feel like there's many things that you have here with the eggs in the nest. I feel like there's a lot of projects. There's a lot of things that you want to start or begin, but I feel like you tend to protect them, or like keep them behind the scenes, if you will, because there is this sense of like, I don't want to take up space, or I am not enough, or I don't have the power to do so. And your archangels are saying, yes, you do. And you are being guided and protected during this time. Now, for some of you, you might be praying for your mother's health. Know that they are working on that. For others of you, you have been praying for a while to become a mother. That is another thing here. And so again, your archangels are saying, we are helping you with that. We are assisting you with that as well. Okay. For others of you, I'm getting someone wants to adopt. Someone wants to adopt. That will happen as well, is something that I am getting here. For others of you, you want to work in like social work. Again, that is going to happen for you. They keep showing me a diploma. So for some of you, you are obtaining that diploma if that's something that you want, okay? Or that you have been working towards. If you have been experiencing any delays in your master's, in your PhD, in your bachelor's, in your AAs, whatever it may be, your archangels are saying it's because right now you need to take care of yourself. It's like you've been putting in all the work, but you've been burning the candle on both ends, and they're saying that's not healthy. Okay, pile number one. And you need to focus on self-love. For others of you, there is mother wounds here as well, is what I'm picking up. We had head of the pack, successful, competition, drive, get it done, lead, finishing first, dominate, motivated, alpha male, persistent, and will to win. Like I said, you guys are going to be successful here. And whatever it is that you are working towards, you're going to be successful. I feel like your persistence is going to pay off. Your persistence is going to pay off. If you feel like there's competition around you, I do feel that that is your archangels are saying do not stress about that. Okay, do not stress about that. You're going to get the job. You're going to get the call that you have been waiting for. It's also what I'm getting here. They want you to stay motivated, but also take care of yourself. Because I do see here that you have been working towards something. Yeah, you guys have been... With the 15, it reminds me of the devil card. So heavy on the Capricorn. Some of you might have Capricorn moon or heavy Capricorn in your chart, or Saturn. And so that, you know, you tend to put your best foot forward, and you are really dedicated to your work and your commitments and your word. But I'm also getting here this energy of needing to surrender. Because there are certain things here that your archangels are saying we can help you if you allow us to help you. Because you are in a difficult situation. I am seeing that here with the conundrum. For some of you, this is a masculine energy, or it can be in regards to a masculine. And this feels like feeling tied, right? Feeling like I don't know how to solve this situation. I don't know how to take action as well, because that masculine energy is about taking action, being or taking initiative, or being a leader, right? And so, and also things related to the 3D is what I'm getting here. So things like your finances, your work, your house, your living situation. Like there's something there here that I feel like your archangels are saying, do not worry. It's being taken care of, okay? We have crystal spirits, spiritual protection, chakra healing, physical, mental, and emotional healing. Yes, for many of you, you do need to take care of yourself at this time. This is coming out a lot here. This is important right now for you to nurture yourself, for you to take care of yourself. Not only emotionally, but also spiritually. Maybe do like a chakra session, or, you know, do something with your physical body. Go out, exercise, get some movement, start dancing, you know, something that can bring healing to you, or working with a particular crystal, maybe even opal here. Maybe you chose opal in the last Instagram post as well. But they do want you to know that you are spiritually protected. You are being taken care of, because whatever it is, you have a lot of stress going on here is what I'm picking up. There's a lot of things that you're trying to resolve. Forgiving and learning. For some of you, there is a lot of resentment. A lot of wounding here that you are releasing, that you're letting go of. And this can be things from the past, like the card says, but it doesn't have to. It can be things that happen currently. But there is this energy, right, with the angels around you of telling you it's okay. It's a process. You cannot just let go of the resentment or the anger, of the pain overnight. That doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. And that's why right now you need to take care of yourself. We have the moon again. There is something significant with mother, or something that you keep very well hidden. Like you keep it hidden. I'm trying for the glare not to come through, but the 6 of Cups. There's something here that you are keeping hidden, or you want to keep hidden. Something about your past here with the Six of Cups, something that has to do with your children, something that has to do with your childhood years, something that has to do with about a soulmate as well. For some of you, you want to give a gift to someone, but you just don't know how. It's also something that I'm getting here. And for others of you, you are learning to forgive a mother here. That's for some, okay? Not for everyone. Only take it if it resonates. Let go. Yeah, you're letting go of a lot of things here. Cancer, strong mother energy, mother wounds. Wait, I don't want the glare. Let me see. Is that better? I think so. Yeah, maybe that's you. You're energetically kind of being like, well, is that better? Does that make it better? It's like you're learning maybe to mother yourself, or you're learning to connect with your mother in a different way, or how to be a parent in a different way as well. Because there's a lot that you're letting go of here. And it's not only in regards to one thing. I mean, heavy on the emotional aspect of it, but also within your psyche, within your subconscious here. Someone here did a past life regression or a hypnosis. There's something about that here. For some of you, you might have Chiron in Cancer. A new path. And we have Ganesh, Lord Ganesh, education. For some of you, there might be a situation with a particular child here. For some of you, you are learning a lot with the education card coming out. But there is family. There's heavy emphasis on family here. Just because when I think of elephants, I think of family. I feel like there's a new path that wants to open up for you. It's like right there, right with the door. It's a blue door. Blue to me is related to the throat chakra, is related to clarity and honesty, is related to truth, authenticity. And it's kind of like you are peeling away all of that does not serve you, that no longer defines you. Used to define you a long time ago, but it doesn't anymore. And it's like you are discovering within that process, you're discovering your power as well. And that in itself brings up a lot of feelings of vulnerability for sure. And it's important at this time, your archangels are saying, to stay in the present moment, to enjoy where you're currently at. I know that is difficult, pile number one, because whenever we're talking about this type of energy or mother wounds or any type of like childhood wounds or things like this, they're complicated, or things from your past or things that we have experienced. They're not easy. They're not easy to let go, right? But I feel like your archangels are saying, you are being protected at this time. It's important for you to know that you're letting go of a lot of things. That forgiveness in itself is a process, and it's not for anybody else other than your own peace of mind and your own well-being. But you're letting all of this go. So have some patience, have some grace with yourself, because there is a new path that wants to open up for you. But during this like dark night of the soul, because we have so much moon energy here, 12th house energy, 4th house energy. These are deep astrological houses, right? The 4th house is like your roots, is your ancestry, is where you come from, where you grew up, your own inner world, your emotional inner world. And then we have the 12th house. The 12th house is your subconscious. And so with that being said, there's a lot that's going on here. So be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself as you're going through this dark night of the soul. You're discovering valuable things during this process. And that is loving yourself and knowing that you are allowed to shine, to be your own self, and to also discover that you do have power. Discover your inner authority, your own voice, and also letting go of things, resentment and pain that is still there, that has been there, I feel, and has been putting you in this situation of like tied up, you know. And so you're unraveling this. You're kind of like, how can I untie this knot, is what it feels like. And your archangels are saying, we are helping you. Loving yourself, taking care of yourself during this time is what's really important. Because once we get through this like dark night of the soul energy, there's a new path there, your guides are saying. There's a new path for you. But you are learning a lot through this process. And Lord Ganesh is helping you remove, is helping you unravel this knot, if you will. And this might be even like a Gandanta point, or like a knot, astrological knot here that you're working through to get you to the next phase in your spiritual journey. And it's, like I said, it's heavy, it's not easy, but it's leading you towards something that is more in alignment with who you are, with this sense of purity here. But you have to be patient. But there's a new path opening up. But that is what I have for you, pile number 1. Take care of yourself. Stay safe. Bye, you guys. Hello, pile number 2. If you chose this crystal, this is your message from your archangels. Let's have a look. Let's see what is going on here. We have alternative medicine. It says, Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for guiding me to the ideal healing treatment modality and for giving me clear signs and messages to validate the best path for my well-being. Okay, I'm picking up a lot here. There is something here about taking the alternative choice. This feels like I have 2 choices and now there's a third option to something, and your guides are saying take the alternative choice, okay? Because, and for some of you, there's something here in regards to your health. So you might, you know, see a new doctor, or they might give you a new treatment or a new idea. There's something here about an alternative choice, alternative medicine. Again, I'm not a doctor, so please check with your healthcare professional. But there is something here about an alternative path here. Because your guides are saying you have to do what is best for you, for your own well-being as well. And I feel like your guides are trying to show you that there is also an alternative. There is a third choice or a second choice, depending, right? If you were like, no, there's only one choice, your guides are saying there's another one. If you were like, there was 2 paths only, your guides are saying there's an alternative. There's a third option here. Like, there is something here that you're not noticing, but your guides are giving you signs after signs that there is another choice. For some of you might be trying alternative medicine as well. Third eye chakra. Yeah, there is something here that you're picking up intuitively in your third eye. You might be getting like a vision, an idea, something like this. Third eye awakening, divine feminine energy. Number 17 might be significant. We have sodalite. Socialize or join in, make healthy and supportive new friends and connections by getting involved with a group of like-minded individuals or people. Okay. For some of you, you might have been hermit for a while. You might have been hermit. For others of you, you are seeking alternative paths, meaning, you know, you're wanting to connect with a different community, with a different environment. It can be like literally alternative medicine, but it feels like you're wanting to engage with others or a different friendships. I feel like for some of you, just like, I'm done. I don't like, you know, I haven't had the best option or the best friends or the best community around me. And your guides and your angels are saying it's okay to explore different friendships or a different group. For some of you, you want to join a group, especially if you're like in university or in college or in high school. It's this energy of like, I want to join a group, a different group, or I want to start a group as well. Start your own community, if you will. We have unfamiliar territory. Yes, do not be afraid to explore the alternative choice. Don't be afraid to do that. Don't be afraid to do that. Don't be afraid to explore the other option that you were just kind of like keeping in the back burner. They're like, no. Explore the unknown. It's okay. Yes, you will feel like a fish out of water. I think that's the saying. But your archangels, your guides are saying, but that might be exactly what you need. For you to try a new adventure, for you to engage with, again, with different people, with different friends, to be receptive to that. For some of you, maybe you want to explore a different hobby or a different job. You have butterfly. Yeah, it's because you have outgrown your current environment. You have outgrown your current environment. You have gone through a metamorphosis. You have gone through a change. It feels like you no longer fit where you're currently at. It feels like I need more space or I need more diversity in my life. Because I feel like for some of you, you have already reinvented yourself and now you're like wanting to explore what that looks like, what that is, this new version of you. For others of you, your soul is yearning, is screaming. It's like, it's wanting to reinvent itself, but it's kind of like, I can't reinvent myself if I'm doing the same thing or in the same environment where I'm currently at. And so your soul is telling you, we are ready to evolve, we're ready to spread our wings, but you are afraid to go and explore, to do something different. And your soul is kind of like, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid, okay? Because you will make this happen for yourself. This is what you've been wanting, what you have been desiring. It's time. It's time for this to happen. It's time for you to spread your wings. It's time for you to engage in something new, to go on a new adventure, to try something different. We have Leo energy, so you might have strong Leo, sun, moon, or rising. Magnanimous, warm, active, and generous, and strength. Yes, I feel this energy of like, there's this side of you that you keep taming. It's that strength card, if you will. That side of you that you just kind of keep holding back, and you keep holding back, and you keep holding back because you're afraid of the unknown. You're afraid of exploring what you have known. But I feel like your soul is determined to go out and socialize. Because I feel like for many of you, you've been hermit for a while. Or you've been in the same place doing the same thing. Look, grasshopper. Leap of faith. Easy going. Don't worry. Your archangels are saying, look, it's okay to move on. It's okay to try something different. It's okay for you to change directions. It's okay for you to change your mind. It's okay for you to be like, yeah, I thought I wanted that, but you know what? I've been there for a while. You know, 8 of Cups, it doesn't satisfy me. It doesn't make me happy. I'm leaving. You have every right to do so. Because I feel for many of you have been getting this call for a while now. 2 and 3 is 5, and then we have another 5. So for some of you might be seeing 555. It's like there's so much luck here if you choose to take this leap of faith. Of course, you know, every time I say that, I feel like I have to remind everybody to, yes, do your due diligence, okay? Doesn't mean, like I always say, doesn't mean like go and save or like waste all your life savings. That's not what I'm talking about. But there is here a desire to move on from something, okay? To seek more for yourself. Whether this is new friendships in a new job, in a new group, just trying something new is what I'm getting here for you, pile number 2. Yeah, truth. Because something is no longer in alignment with your truth. And you have been suppressing this. I said this with the Strength card. And it's creating this imbalance in your life. It is. And for some of you, if you are in a, let's say, in an environment or in a job, there's something here about I can't speak my truth because if I do, it rattles people. You have to be okay with being different too, pile number 2 as well. That's also something that I'm getting. And I feel like the message from your guides here, your archangels, is saying, well, maybe we're not in the right environment. Okay, maybe we're not in the right environment. And I feel like this is something that has been bubbling and bubbling and bubbling. But this truth is going to become so loud because your archangels are saying, we want you to explore the alternative path or the alternative choice. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. We have the Page of Pentacles. And the Nine of Swords. There is a fear of starting over. There is a fear of investing. There is a fear of making an offer. There is a fear here of going down a different path with the Page of Pentacles, of starting something new. For some of you, I feel like you've been getting this message because pages carry the messages. But it makes you nervous. It makes you nervous. Like every time you get this sign, because I feel like pile number 2, you already know. I feel like this is something that is not new. It's not new news, if you will. And the Nine of Swords is telling me that there are maybe even sleepless nights of this truth that becomes louder and louder and louder at night. To start, I feel like the Page of Pentacles, this is starting a new business. This is, applying elsewhere or taking up that, what is it called, vocational course or that hobby, or taking that class, if you will, or applying to that job. Your guides and your archangels are saying, make the effort. Make the effort. Stop suppressing your emotions. We have wisdom here. For many of you, you have grown so much where you're currently at that it feels like there is nothing more for you to learn where you're currently at. There is no new wisdom for you to gain because you have gained everything this environment was going to help you gain, if you will. And so you're ready to gain new wisdom. But in order for you to do that, you have to move on. You have to change directions. But it's kind of like we're stuck, right? With the octopus, what are they called? The suction cups? I don't know if that's what they're called, but it's like you're stuck there. You're like holding too tightly. And they're saying, go out, socialize. We have dare. Yeah, dare. Dare to take a leap of faith, to reach new heights. And we have hard work. I feel for some of you, not for all of you. Okay, so only take it if it resonates, you guys. For some of you, you are afraid of the hard work that it will require for you to go on this new path, or for you to take the alternative choice. It's kind of this energy. I don't know why it's coming off as kind of like it will take a lot of work. And it's not because you shy away from work, because that's not what I'm getting here. I feel like this is more along the lines of like me stepping into my truth. It would require a lot of hard work, or me making these moves or these changes or taking action. But your guides are saying, you know you can do it. You know you can do it. I feel like it's the risk in itself that is the hard work. Because I don't feel that you shy away from working hard or putting in the energy. I really don't. I really don't. I feel like for some of you with this strength card and this Queen of Fire, I feel like you have this strong, you might have Jupiter and Leo, where you take up space. Wherever you go, your light shines. And it's like where you're currently at, I feel like it casts a shadow over you, or it doesn't allow you to shine. It doesn't allow you to show this beautiful, magnificent light of yours in some way here. And your guides are saying, dare to go out into the unknown. Because for some of you, you have a lot of wisdom to share. That's for others. Okay, whether this is because you're a teacher, you're a counselor, you're a therapist, you're a life coach, or you might even read cards. You might be into esoteric practices, whatever it may be for you. I feel like you have been receiving messages intuitively here with the third eye chakra, that you have a lot to share. You have a lot to offer to the community. Yeah. But that is what I have for you, pile number 2. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose the I think it's the serpentine crystal, this is your pile, or is it the septarian? I'm not quite sure, but I know it's related to dragons. So I will not be surprised if this message turns out to be heavy, but let's have a look. This also reminds me of like a turtle, like the back of a turtle. Or is it the bottom of the turtle? I don't know. Let's see. Something about a turtle. Maybe abundance, money. We have recovery. You will recover. For some of you, maybe you just went through a medical procedure, or you just had the flu or something like this. You will recover, okay? Also, this is the energy of, I'm also getting like a comeback as well. So if you have been feeling a little bit low on energy, or maybe uninspired or not motivated, again, there's this energy of recovering. If you are inquiring about someone's health, they will recover. Emotional sensitivity. For some of you have been going through an emotional storm, if you will. And I feel like your archangels are saying, don't see that as a bad thing. Don't see your emotional sensitivity as a burden, okay? Because it serves to hear your intuition. It helps you. It's how you get the messages to others, and it's how you get messages for yourself as well. It's like through your emotions, you're able to know what decisions to make, is what I'm getting here. Changes. For some of you, you pick up changes emotionally. Like, you know when something is going to end, when things are when things are ending or when things are beginning because of your emotions. You start feeling sad around a certain person or around a situation. Let's say, for example, your job, you start feeling really sad, or you start feeling kind of like, I would say sad. And then you find out like, you know what? I'm leaving this job. I don't want to be here, right? Or this situation with this person is ending. It's like, it's through your emotions. That is your compass here. And for some of you, your emotions have been up and down too. And that's why things are now recovering. They're coming back to harmony. For For some of you, you have been going through changes, and maybe that's why there has been this emotional sensitivity. Yellow jasper. Control issues. For some of you, you're wanting to control a change that you know, because your emotions have been telling you, you know this, that things are going to change and things are changing, but it's like you're having a hard time accepting that. So this can even look like, let's say you have moments where you're crying and you don't even know why you're crying, or you have moments where you're feeling angry or frustrated and you're like, I don't know where this is coming from, JJ. Again, it's because things are changing. Connect with your emotions. Let them flow. Do not judge them. Just let them flow. Let them flow, because they are telling you that changes are happening. Don't try to control them. Don't try to control the changes that are happening in your life either. That's something that I'm getting here. You will recover. Because for some of you, it's like you are going through a lot. I feel like all piles are. Pile 1 and pile 3. It says, utilize your God-given strength and power instead of fearing that others may try to control you. So for others, it's kind of like you also, probably there's this sense of desensitizing as well here. Not showing your emotions because, you know, people maybe told you that you were too emotional. Or they made you feel like it was a weakness instead of a strength. But your emotions is your superpower. Wildness. Yeah. For some of you, you might feel like, you know what? Sometimes my emotions are like all over the place. Or like they're too wild or something like that. But they want you to get comfortable with this side of you. Yeah, Capricorn. You might have strong Capricorn in your chart. You don't have to. But again, this energy, a lot of people feel like Capricorns are not emotional, but they are very emotional. They just don't express it sometimes. But they are. I feel like for many of you, it's like you always try to keep your emotions under control. Like, you might be someone who's very disciplined in that sense, where it's very hard for you to maybe even speak about your emotions or to even show emotion. And for some of you, you do rely on work here with the workhorse. The child. Yeah, there's this sense of needing to come back to innocence. They're wanting you to be more spontaneous, to not be so put together, to be in it. That's not even the word, because I know people are going to feel like, what do you mean by that? But like perfectionism. You don't have to be perfect. You really don't. It's okay for you to be wild. It's okay for you sometimes to, you know, not know. Be inexperienced at something. You don't always have to be the wise person in the group or on the table. It's okay for you to sometimes be carefree. To be tender, to be, you know, emotional. It's okay. You don't always have to like have this facade that I am, you know, I don't let my emotions get the best of me or things like that. There's something here about the principle, reassurance. Yeah, for you to feel safe. Soulmate. Oh, the other card here. For some of you, you're marrying your soulmate, or you're married to your soulmate. There's something here about the principle of something, the programming of something. There's a belief here. Again, a belief that I have to always be the one that, you know, it's like I said, and it's not a good way to say it, put together, but It's this energy of like, I always have to be realistic. I can't let myself get to this emotional place, because if I do, then that is already showing weakness. That is already, you know, I'm already losing there if I go there. That type of energy. And it's like I have to always be constant here and be the strong one with the King of Earth here. Be the strong pillar. But I feel like your archangels are saying, not always. That's not always the case. Okay, so that belief system. Yeah, because for some of you, you do focus more on work here with the Six of Pentacles and the Devil card, and not focus so much on like your emotional world, if you will. Queen of Wands. It's like, give more to your creativity. Give more to this wild side of you. Give more to that wild, free perspective. Do something different. Do something exciting. Is what I'm getting here. Union. It's like you're blending. Some of you are coming into union. I do have to say that here. But I feel like this is also internal union with two different aspects of self, or several aspects of self. Your inner child with the King of Earth here. It's like with your physical, and then also your higher self. Wow. Okay. Unique identity. Yeah. It's like there's certain, okay, I can never say this word. Compartmentalize. It's like there's aspects of you that you keep them very separate, which I feel like we all do in some way, shape, or form, right? Because we cannot act how we act at work with how we act at home, things like that. But there's something here about, there's aspects of self here that we definitely do not explore, or we don't show, because it's very unique, it's very different, but that is beautiful. We need diversity. And I feel here that your archangels are saying you have to let go of the past or the old version of you in order for you to find union with this new version of yourself. And I feel like here, for some of you, if you are in a connection, you're getting reassurance that this is the right path for you. Whatever it may be, you are getting reassurance, you are recovering, especially if there has been, like I said, an emotional storm that you've been weathering, or you've been going through a lot of changes, maybe with a soulmate, or maybe with your belief systems, because we do have dogma here. And then we had the whole duality with, you know, being emotional or not being emotional. It's like this wild side, but then we have this Capricorn side, which is the disciplined side. It's the bridal and the unbridled, if you will. It's like these different sides of you that are wanting to coexist. They're wanting to be one. They're wanting union. But it's like there's something about the past that you're still holding on to. And they're saying, leave the past in the past where it belongs. Just take its wisdom and move forward. For some of you, your identity is changing, or it's about to change. And it's going to change in a dramatic way. In a very dramatic way. I feel for some of you, you are meeting your soulmate, just because when I created this card, I wanted to represent a divine counterpart and someone who was very similar but yet different, right? Just kind of like the zebras, because they all have their own unique pattern. And for some of you, your identity is changing. It is. But it's like it's going to be a blend. It's going to be a union of all these aspects of self is not keeping them separate, not keeping them in these boxes or these labels. Because you are both. You are the King of Earth and you are the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands is someone very spiritual. She's very witchy, very creative. She's definitely a firecracker. She is very generous too. She stands out. She has a beautiful aura, if you will. And I feel like you're going to be giving more generously to this new identity that you're stepping into. But you have to leave the past behind. And for some of you, that's the storm that you've been weathering. Because in order for you to leave the past, you have to revisit the past for a while in order for you to be aware of what it is that you need to leave behind. But there's union here for some of you as well with a soulmate, maybe even marriage through a church. There is reassurance here for you. Don't try to control the changes that are happening or that have happened in your life, because they're helping you step into your power here, and they're helping you bring out your own unique identity, if you will. But that is what I have for you, pile number 3. Take care of yourself. Stay safe. Bye.